work for Astro Super Sports. So I am a TV presenter and we have a few shows on there which are very fun. I love sports, so being able to do that for a job is fantastic. Mainly at the moment, I'm doing most of the wrestling, the WWE, because in Malaysia, football is the number one watch sport. And then after that, it would probably be wrestling or NBA. So I do a lot of the wrestling shows because I also like wrestling. Yeah. Also make a lot of other videos for my YouTube channel and content for other platforms. So I came to Malaysia. I was in a boy band. And when I was in Malaysia, I was in this boy band. We were called the London Boys. We weren't very good. We were very bad, but it was good fun. And when I was in this boy band, I had a lot of spare time, like a lot of spare time. So I thought, okay, this is the perfect opportunity to start a YouTube channel, which is what I did. So I've had this channel for about 5 years now, just for fun, and it's kept growing, which is awesome. I think the number one skill you need to have is you have to be able to be comfortable talking on camera. You could study for years and have qualifications in broadcast journalism, but if you don't know how to talk on camera and you're not confident, then you're not going to get a job, because sometimes you have to be able to adapt, be quick on your feet. You might not, you could be studying for ages, but sometimes you go for an interview and it's last minute. You don't know who you're going to interview. You have to grab them quick with the mic and things like that. You have to be able to think on your feet. So I would say you have to research like communications, how to prepare scripts, but at the same time, you have to be able to adapt and think quickly on your feet, which is something you can practice as well, you know. So I would say it's not stuff that you necessarily have to study for years at college, but it's definitely things you can actually practice at home. For instance, you can get a script, you can look up news articles, you can practice them when you're at home. There are ways to practice. When I got the chance to do hosting and being on camera, it is still entertaining for me. So I just love to entertain the audience, whether it's from a YouTube video, whether it's on TV, because I have a lot of energy and I need to let that energy out in some form. So that's why I suppose did what I do, do what I do, and yeah, I think it's something that you always have to be progressing and adapting. Nowadays, it's not many TV hosting jobs because there's platforms like YouTube, like TikTok, like all these other apps. So you have to adapt. You have to get on TikTok. You have to get on YouTube, because sometimes you can't rely on TV. So it's all about adapting. It's all about learning. It's all about getting your content out there. Yeah, it seems like a fun job, and it is fun, don't get me wrong, but it is also a lot of hard work. So my job is very crazy sometimes. Sometimes I'll have to be up at 5 a.m. for an interview for the WWE, for instance. We are working with their time zone, which is in America. So that is crazy because, I'm waking up 5 a.m. and I've slept at 12. And then sometimes we don't start till really late. World Cup, for instance, I did the World Cup a few years ago for Astro. Some of the games started at 4 a.m., which was crazy. I had to stay up till 4 a.m. to do that. So it's a bit tough sometimes because your lifestyle is always changing. You can't book holidays in advance. You can't make plans for the weekend. They might change. You definitely cannot book anything in advance because there's always last minute things that come up. But that's something you have to accept. I love what I do, so if I've got to, put that aside, I will. YouTubers. Number one, you have to love what you do. YouTube is very hard. So many YouTubers, so much competition. If you want to be a YouTuber, you have to really love what you do, because you're going to be spending a lot of time editing videos, looking for research, shooting, getting the perfect take. So if you don't enjoy that, don't bother, because there's so many people doing it. You have to believe in yourself, believe that your content is good, believe that your videos will get watched by others. Number three, research. When you start out, you have to learn how to edit. There's tutorials online. You can learn all this stuff as you make more videos. Number four, find a niche. So for instance, if you like sports, if you like football, if you're a gamer, I would say stick to that niche rather than doing different types of videos. Maybe at the start you can try different videos, but then you have to really find a niche so then more people will subscribe to your channel. Because if you do too many different styles, somebody that likes gaming might not necessarily subscribe if you're doing sport content. So you have to really find a niche of what you think your audience will like and what you like. Okay, so I enjoy entertaining people. So when I get comments from people saying, "Oh, Mark, you've put a smile on my face today," or "Your comment really, your video inspired me," or if someone says, "I had a really bad day at school and I watched your video and it makes you smile," that kind of stuff I get satisfaction from, because at the end of the day, I just want to make people smile and entertain them. So that's what I like to do, to be honest. I think also I just love performing, so it doesn't feel like a job when I'm doing what I love doing. Sorry, yes, difficult. So what's difficult about being a YouTuber? I would say sometimes you get you can feel down sometimes. You can feel, quite bummed that your video didn't do so well. I thought this video was really good. How comes it didn't get all these views? You can't win all the time. You have to, know that sometimes one video might do really well, one video might not do so well. You have to be prepared for rejection. You have to know that sometimes the algorithm of YouTube is the key. You could spend hours on a video and it gets like 100 views, and then you could just do a really rubbish video, but it's a trending topic and you could get like thousands of views. You could never really tell what's going to be a hit and what's not going to be a hit. So that's one difficult thing. The other thing is having the time to do it, because it is time consuming. And if you've got a full-time job and you're doing YouTube as well, when do I shoot? When do I edit my videos? I've got to do things like the thumbnails. There's so many things to look into if you take it seriously. So time management is quite hard as well. But at the same time, I would say that's a very small, difficult part of the overall picture, which is very fun and very enjoyable.